What do you get when you have a really simplistic yet colorful art style, loads of exploration, and intriguing puzzles for you to solve? You get AER Memories of Old, a really recent release that just came out, and I'm excited to tell you all about it. So what exactly is AER Memories of Old? This is a game that was put out this month in October 2017. It was developed by Daedalic Entertainment and produced by Forgotten Key, or published by Forgotten Key. Basically what this story tells you is of the last shapeshifter in existence who is trying to bring about peace in the world by going to various temples to retrieve hidden artifacts and to preserve the world from the void. And as you get into this game, you're presented with this really beautifully done, vibrant, huge open world. And it's a world basically made of a lot of floating islands. So one of your main abilities is that you can transform into a bird at will. You're the last shapeshifter, so you have this unique ability to where you can fly, free as a bird, literally, between all these different places. Now, part of the challenge of this game is figuring out how to get into the various temples. One of the temples I've gotten into so far is this, what I call the Sun and Moon Temple, basically because it all revolves around the sun and the moon. You have to first figure out how to get into the temple, and thankfully the game is generous enough to be able to kind of give you little hints as far as where you need to go along the way. Otherwise you could be hopelessly lost as far as, how to get to where you need to go. But once I figured out how to get to where I needed to go, the journey became a lot more enjoyable. And that's one thing I wanted to bring up. This game reminds me a lot, I don't know if you remember the game Journey, well, it wasn't that long ago, but it reminds me a lot of that kind of art style, very minimalist, yet very beautiful, very vibrant. Also kind of reminds me a little bit of Zelda the Wind Waker, another gorgeous, very beautifully done title. There's no speaking, there's no voice dialogue in this game. Everything is done via text, but it's not overly text worthy. It doesn't give you like walls and walls of text to go through. It gives you just enough to where it tells you the story, and then you're left to your own devices to go on from there. So one of the main antagonists, at least I want to call it an antagonist of the game, is the void. Is it just me, or does this void remind me of this creepy robot from a movie back in 1979? So anyway, as you go through, as you finally get into these temples, you're presented with a lot of puzzles that you have to solve. And it gives you enough challenge to make you have to think about it, but it's not overly taxing to where you're going to have to go out and find a strategy guide right away as far as how the heck you're going to solve these puzzles. A lot of these you're going to be able to solve pretty well on your own just by looking around, just being observant and being watchful of where you're going and what needs to be done, because a lot of the switches and a lot of the things that you need to operate in order to use these puzzles, in order to solve them, they can be found around you. You just have to go looking for a little bit. But once you get there, the reward, once you get to the end of each area, is so worth it, because the way this game delivers the presents to you, the rewards for getting through these levels, to me is so worth it. I think, and this is not an overly long game either. I've read online that it is relatively short. I have not beaten the entire game yet. Although from what I've played so far, I fully intend on finishing this game. This game is a treat to watch. It is a fun to play game, and it's great for everybody to play. So I was really excited when I saw the trailers for this and thinking, wow, this game is gorgeous. I wonder if it plays as well as it looks. Yeah, it really does play as well as it looks. The controls are well done. While you're flying the bird, it's very easy to navigate. I had no problems getting around. You get a lantern as one of the first things you ever do. The lantern helps you find clues as far as where you need to go, what you need to do. It shows you spirits of the people that have been there before. So it gives you enough tools to do what you need to get done and to be able to accomplish your mission. So with this one, I really think Daedalic Entertainment and Forgotten Key really did a really nice job with this game. It's short, but it's enjoyable. It's colorful, it's challenging, but it doesn't leave you frustrated. So it's one of those casual type of games where you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. So as far as my review on this game, the graphics are great, the controls are good, the sound is awesome. If you go out and get this on Steam, be sure to get the deluxe version so that way you get the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is really awesome too. So it's kind of like a icing on the cake type of thing. So if you get it all, you won't be sorry. And as far as the story goes, it tells enough to let you along the way, so that way you're able to get where you need to go and accomplish your tasks. So for this game, for my score on this one, this game gets a solid 9 out of 10 on my scale, because it is well worth the cost for this game, and I think you'll find it a joy to play. The only reason why I didn't give it a perfect 10 out of 10 is because I think the game, from what I've read, is very short. If it was longer, it would get a solid 10 out of 10. So there's my score for AER Memories of Old. Wonderful game. Definitely go get it. Again, you never know what you're going to find when you go out there on Steam and try to find stuff to play, because not everything that's out there that's good is done by a big AAA publishing house. Sometimes it's the independent developers that bring you the surprises that really wow you. So, have you tried AER Memories of Old? If so, what are your thoughts on this game? Did you enjoy it as much as I do? If so, go ahead and drop your thoughts down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what your experiences are with this game. Did you find it as enjoyable as I did? As always, if you like this video and want to see more like this, go ahead and click that like button. That's right over there. If you have not already and want to go and subscribe to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there. As always, this is MidnightBanshi saying, live a little random each day, and we will catch you in the next video.